obviously this season has been one unlike any other with just playing through the pandemic. How has it been just adapting and adjusting day to day?
Uh, I feel like at the beginning, we all miss basketball so much, so it was just kind of like easier to just, go through the requirements that we needed. But I think like now it's kind of getting to us. It's kind of like draining. But I mean, obviously safety's first, and that's just what we're dealing with. But and we professionals, and this is what we love to do. This is our job, so we'll figure it out. But it's kind of definitely different now than what it was versus the beginning of the season.
Well, hopefully soon fans will be back because I'm lucky that I get to be there, shooting highlights and doing my show from the arena. And it's just so much fun to watch you guys play this season. And I've covered the team for a few years now, but I feel like there's just a different vibe with this group that we have. How do you feel
Yeah.
about things and how much fun are you having?
No, this year's team, we have a great locker room, man. Just great vibe. I know, just like you say, you can feel it. That's exactly what it is. We got a lot of guys that joke around and stuff like that, have fun. But as soon as we get in between the lines, it's serious. We definitely miss all our fans. It's so different without them. It's so different without them, and it's just when you in that moment in a game, and you can look to the fans, and you can look to the crowd, and to get get your juice going. It's like we don't have that, so it's just you got to get that going within yourself, and it's tough. So we definitely miss the fans. It's just different than having them around.
And for you personally, you're having a career best year so far. Just what do you attribute your play to? I mean, there's so many things where you look at, and if I type your name in on Google, all the headlines are coming up. It's the catch and shoot, it's the 3-point percentage, it's not only offense, but it's defense. So, what do you attribute your success this season to?
Uh, man, just I'm just going out there just hooping. I'm just going out there hooping. I got a clear mind. With this pandemic when it first started, I had a lot of time to just really just reflect and sit back and study my game, study other guys' game, and just to get off my feet a little bit. My knees been feeling a lot better. It's the best my knees been feeling in my career. So I feel like this pandemic when it first started, it got me a chance to really just reflect and my mind just been at ease ever since. And, me being out there playing, I can just be myself, and all the credit goes to my teammate and coaches for allowing me to be special, playing with so much emotion every night. But it's just the year of the real, and I'm just glad that I can express my feelings out there and play the game that I love. I just wish the fans was there to watch, wish they can see it.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully soon, though. I'm crossing my
Yeah, no, for sure. Hopefully soon. We ain't gonna put it out. We ain't gonna put it out right now. It's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, and something that Coach Borrego praises you for, he knows that you set the tone on offense, but more importantly on defense. And I think any of us that played basketball growing up, we kind of heard from day one, like defense is what wins championships. And I know
Yeah.
in the NBA, maybe in the regular season, we don't see a lot of defense, but as a player who's bringing that to the court, game in and game out, why is that such an important part of your game?
I think that's just who I am. I grew up at a park, uh, always the smallest guy, always had to make the toughest plays, and playing with guys that was way older than me, way bigger than me. It just give you no time to relax, and it just translates till now. That's just how I always been. I never want to relax. I always want to, be the hardest playing guy on both sides, and I just love that competitiveness, that competitive edge that I have. That's just part of me. It's just how I carry myself. So. That's you used to hoop. You play ball.
Yeah. No one wants to believe me, but if you want to meet me at the park, we can shoot. We can play
we're
a game
gonna
of
have to
horse.
find. We're gonna have to see because we're gonna
All
have to see.
right.
I like
You
that
know what?
response though.
Okay, when the pandemic is over, we'll do like a one-on-one where we can actually be in the gym together.
All right, say less. Say less. We
Okay.
can do that.
Deal.
For sure.
Well, since Coach Borrego got to Charlotte, he was really focused on building a culture, and he has his pillars that are so important that he's shared, year in and year out. And recently he said, I'm seeing my players develop, and now we're seeing, like you, for example, having a career best season, or other players just performing the way that he's always envisioned. So, to kind of see Coach Borrego's vision come to fruition and be a part of his culture, what is that like for you?
It's a truly a fun experience. We praise our organization on player development. He speaks on it all the time. and that's 90% what we are doing. You know, just trying to develop it, whether it's shooting, whether it's passing. You know, we try to emphasize, you know, just becoming a better player, becoming a better. You know, and he's been doing a great job. All our coaches, our player development guys, you know, everybody that's part of our organization, they've just been a great help to have us give what we need. And, you know, when we go out there and play on the court, we can just apply it. But, you know, our job is pretty easy. But, you know, they got the tough job, and they don't complain at all. And they just come in there and they help us. So I'm happy for Coach. He's been around a lot of success in his career, and I'm glad to see him, you know, doing his own thing and things working out for him.
Definitely. I feel like he's like such an inspirational person. Like even in our press conferences, any negative he can turn into a positive.
Nah,
Even
for
with like
sure.
what happened this week, he's like, look, we're fortunate. I'm turning it. What are the positives? What can we apply? We can rest our mind. We can rest our bodies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would play for Coach. I like his
for sure.
approach.
For sure. Yeah, he keep our minds right. Keep our minds right. He always say stay together no matter the score. So, you know, we just feed off of that, and, you know, we're glad to have him.
And right now, I feel like a headline that we're seeing a lot is you, Devontae, LaMelo playing at the same time, all the stuff that you're creating when you're on the floor together. So what's it like being a part of that trio?
I'm not going to say I kind of influenced this, but I shot Coach a text probably a month ago and said that let's give the people what they want and play us three out there. And, you know, I feel like, you know, it's been going well. You got a lot of guys, us three, that can play make for ourselves and others. And, you know, it's just beneficial for us. And, you know, hopefully we can just keep getting better and keep, you know, playing off one another. But it's great for us. And I think this is what the people want to see.
Yeah, it's great to watch. And I know, obviously, when LaMelo was drafted, a lot of, I guess, outside noise comes with that. But you guys have done such a good job, I think, at just focusing on your plan and not worrying about what anybody's tweeting or saying or anything like that. So for you, whether it's that situation or you know, in the past, it's trade rumors or whatever it may be, how do you deal with outside noise?
I think it's the locker room. If you got a great locker room, you got guys that really trust the guy next to you, and your relationship is strong, you keep building as the season goes. Then the outside noise is just outside noise. You never really let it get inside. You never let it affect your relationship. So we have, like I mentioned when we first started talking, we have a great locker room. Everybody is cool with everybody. So, you know, our jobs is easy, you know, and we don't pay attention to the outside noise. If one individual we never let it get inside, is what I'm saying. So we do a great job of keeping it. Let the outside noise be outside noise. So to answer your question, yeah, I feel like the locker room has to be strong, because the noise on the outside it can break you. It can break you for sure.
Sure. Yeah. And then with LaMelo, have you given him any advice since he's a rookie, or you feel like he just kind of came in and he was prepared and ready to go?
Melo been a star since he was a kid. He steps right in, and he just, you know, he act like he been here before. And, you know, he's just great. He's a great person to have around. He's like my little brother. And, you know, I'm glad to have him. I'm glad to be playing alongside with him. And, you know, we just grow every day as a friend and as a teammate.
Well, Magic Johnson recently shouted out the team and said you guys are one of the most exciting teams to watch in the league. He also singled you out and said, hey, this guy's flying under the radar. Like, he's having such a great season. So to see an NBA legend take notice to what you and the team are doing, you know, what does that mean to you?
That was big time. That was a big time seeing that coming from probably the best point guard to play in our game, and you know, a legend, like you say. For him to really be watching our team, and you see how you know, how successful we've been, and what we trying to do. That's just big. That's just big, and it just lets you know that the whole world's watching, and what we trying to do, and it's special, and we just trying to stay level-headed and keep it going.
And then for you, obviously, when you heard that Gordon Hayward was going to be joining the team, you guys have, you know, some history from being in Boston together, already had a relationship. So, you know, what's it been like kind of reuniting with him this season?
It's been great. It's been great. It's just that's a guy that I can really look down to. I know if I'm going to war, I know he got my back. We done been through it. He done been multiple playoff teams. He done been, you know, through the toughest of times, and we've been through that together. And you know, I just know that I can trust him. And you know, we talk all the time on how we can get better on offense and defensive end. You know, we had a Zoom call last night with Coach. So it's been going great. It's been going great. I'm just glad to have him by my side as we ride this journey.
When you look at the standings and you see where you guys are in the Eastern Conference right now, what does that
I
mean?
don't pay attention to that.
No, okay, we're not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
Well, I do, and I'm impressed. So
Okay, yeah, that's for you. That's for you. That's for other people to talk about. I try to keep my guys away from that. We don't need to worry about that right now.
Understandable.